Now I have to double check to make sure that the volume is not going to be too high on this because... Ooh. Oh my god. We're here. We're here. The greatest game ever made. I am so fucking excited for this. This is gonna be so good. So how are we? I also need to try and remind myself not to be loud. I'm gonna try and talk like in a fairly calm way because I did fuck up my voice over the weekend. I am so fucking excited. This is my favorite game. This is my favorite game in the world. I'm so excited. I played 5.5 hours of D&D on Saturday. DMing, so I was talking the entire time. And then I went to my family's house on Sunday and talked. Because we had a extended family over. We talked for a very long time. And also, collectively, drank 4 bottles of wine. So... Oh, I sound normal today. I can still feel it. I sound normal. I did not sound normal yesterday. I woke up on Monday, yesterday, with a hangover. And just an absolutely wrecked voice. Like, I could whisper yesterday. I can still feel the after effects. It's much better today, but like, hey, let's maybe not push it. I made the mistake. 4 bottles of wine. And there weren't that many of us drinking. There were like maybe 4 of us seriously digging into the wine, and then a couple of other people who were just like, oh, we'll have a glass or 2. And it's just like, okay, so I drank the better part of at least a bottle of wine myself. So that was fun, especially for someone who doesn't actually drink that much anymore. Diminishing returns as I get older, so you know what, I'm just gonna fucking play. I had great fun, and then I yelled because, of course, wine drunk. I yelled like the entire car ride home. I was on a rant. I was at top volume. It was worth it, but I need to be very careful now because I have choir. And so I need to be like, okay, we're not going to continue to stress this. We're going to allow it to rest and recover. New game. No, we're going to load the game. What a shithole. And I should have my mods and everything running. After a year in Kirkwall, you're finally free to make your fortune. An opportunity to join a Deep Rose expedition has arisen, but according to Varric, you'll need to raise enough coin to convince his brother to make you a partner. Okay, excellent. As we all know. Let me just... Stop. Hawk, watch what you're doing. Let me double check. Yes.
Who are you to talk to me like that?
Good.
Bloody peasant. The guard will throw you out if you keep them.
That wall one more time. Alright, cool. What are we doing first? Oh. The map. The map of Kirkwall. Yes? Yes. Yes, I did. I didn't even notice. It's like, yeah, I do have really high-res textures on now. Okay, so we're in the Viscount's Keep. We could go to Hightown. Our quests are in the Hanged Man. We have to go home because we have mail in Lowtown. What do we have by night? The docks by night is duty. I think that is... duty. I think that's killing the mercenaries who killed Sebastian's family. Up here, we have Sundermount. We have to take the amulet to Marathari, like Flemeth asked us to. And then we still have to also kill more mercenaries. We have to... The way it should be. Oh, I think that's Aveline's ambush. And there's more on the Wounded Coast. Okay, great. Great, 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 great. Let's go to Lowtown. I literally just went into my old, the old folder where I had all my old mods, and I just drag, drop. We're just gonna carry over all the mods that I used in the past because I don't particularly feel like, oh my god, there's so much shit. I don't particularly feel like, searching out what mods I want to use.
Do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
Love. Let me actually hold up audio. We're going to turn the music down just a little bit. Great. Resume so that I can turn the in-game dialogue. Actually, I'm also gonna stop. I'm also gonna hold up sound effects. We're gonna turn those down also. Dialogue is gonna be way up. Okay, good. Excellent. Fantastic. We want the voices to be louder than everything else.
My, if it isn't Hawk. Still up to old tricks, Elegant? Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now.
How is the
Last time we
sound
met,
balance?
you were still in Ethenral's employ.
Is
Things have been
everything
going
audible?
well since then? Could be better. Could be worse. I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Ethenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like.
Sure.
All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange,
Ugh,
I'll approach
spider.
my contacts on
Absolutely
your behalf.
not.
And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Thank you, Lady Elegant. Elf fruit. Okay. Cool. What have we got here? Hello,
I
Vince.
have only the finest of divan merchandise.
Okay, thank you.
More trouble than commerce in this place.
Okay. Kirkwall, Lowtown. Lowtown sits in a massive cauldron-shaped pit that was once Kirkwall's first quarry. The district was constructed by slaves who carved the city and its harbor out of the rock. Today, Lowtown is a labyrinth of shantytowns, corridors, and hexagonal courtyards. Hexes in the local parlance. Lowtown's poorest live in the caves hewn out of the cliff face. The district is shoddily built and bears scars caused by collapsing walls. Foundry smoke smothers the area. Only a cold winter storm clears the air, but the icy wind howling over the mouths of old mine shafts hardly counts as relief. Occasionally, these dark town shafts erupt with gouts of foul air known as choke damp. It's not uncommon to find whole slums silently suffocated, frozen in the midst of everyday activity. The walls surrounding Lowtown are highest by the harbor. Its busiest street leads up to Hightown, where the wealthiest Kirkwallers perch. When one stands in Lowtown, all one sees, other than the rocky walls, is Hightown. It glitters overhead, always in sight, yet always beyond reach. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, the Traveler Chantry Scholar, it's our boy Genitivi. Yeah, doesn't seem a badly copied leaflet. Take back our streets. Ferelden refugees, Kunari soldiers, who next? Tevinter slavers snatching children out of their beds? This ends now. Send a message that Kirkwallers will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign waste from our doorstep. Reclaim the free marches for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Reclaim our city. Ugh, gross. I don't like that. Let's take a look at what everyone has here. Because I want... Ooh, here we go. I have no money. Okay, that's fine. So I need to get a backpack and an upgrade for Varric. Let me see what Vincento? This asshole. Let me see what he has. Nothing interesting. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Alright, let's get going.
Gather round all, I bring you a priceless treasure from the highest heights of Mount Davarus's travel. A pouch of Andraste's ashes.
Really?
Verified by the scholar Genitivi. These ashes cure any ailment and provide virility in more intimate matters. Do I have a volunteer?
Wonderful.
I'll try.
Just a small pinch, Sarah. There
Oh,
you
good.
go.
My
Oh, she's a plant.
it's gone.
Cured by the maker
She's a plant.
himself.
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans.
Sergeant Melindra? Okay. I don't want to turn the music too far down because the music is so fucking good, but I will turn it down a little bit further. Let's try that. Resume.
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the Carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
Okay, so we have a new quest and a codex here. The castless dwarves of Orzammar have few prospects. Consigned to live in a crumbling ruin on the social and economic fringes of the mighty dwarven capital, most resort to begging, prostitution, or crime. Just as all rivers eventually join the sea, all castless who turn to crime eventually become part of the Carta. The hero Ferelden decimated the ranks of this ancient gang while rallying the dwarves to join in the battle against the archdemon Orthemiel. Yeah, I remember that one. Unable to recover the power they once had in Orzammar, they turned their attention topside, using groups of surface-dwelling dwarves to smuggle weapons, lyrium, surface luxuries, people, and other goods between Orzammar and human lands. Despite the flow of business, its members are still desperate and violent. With no strong leader to rein in their excesses, they have little sense of dwarven honor and freely break their word, double-cross allies, and renege on deals. From The Stone and Her Children, Dwarves of the Dragon Age, by Brother Genitivi. Okay, cool, but we also have a quest. What is this? Eliminate the Carta swindlers operating in Lowtown. Okay, cool. I'm not afraid. What are brass instruments? There's a French horn. There's a... I honestly don't know what this is using. All right, well, nothing interesting here. Let's check the Trinkets Emporium. Just want to make sure I know when to what to come back for later.
My favorite spot in the whole city. The taverns in Hightown are all owned by the Merchants Guild.
Here we are, the Hanged Man, and you can see there's the sign. All right, let's go into the Hanged Man. My knowledge of instruments is not good. There's no blight. Trombone?
It took decades for the other blights to run their courses. This one, less than 2 years, don't you see? It never happened. It was all a Ferelden ploy.
Yeah? He seems a bit conspiracy theorist, but there are definitely people out there who don't believe that the fifth blight ever occurred. Let me save. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. Varric, my good buddy.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down
There's a
there,
Grey Warden in the city. Trombone. There we go.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking. But if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here.
I love
Supposedly,
him.
this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago.
Okay.
A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
So that was a cutscene. So how is the volume of that? Oh, plus 15 friendship, and we got a codex and codex update here. Here we go. Ooh, already. Okay. Thank you. The Grey Wardens. The first blight had already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Weishaupt Fortress in the desolate Anderfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishaupt, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were the Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. They grew in number as well as reputation. Finally, in the year 992 of the Tevinter Imperium, upon the Silent Plains, they met the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of all the armies of northern Thedas were lost to the fighting. But Dumat fell, and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods: Dumat, Zazakel, Toth, Andorhal, Razakel, Lusacan, and Urthemiel. 4 have risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch through the ages, well aware that peace is fleeting, and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. From Ferelden Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Cool. That's I have a honey ginger tea here. I'm gonna see if it's cooled down enough to drink. Yeah. So there we go. And we have 15 friendship with Varric. I've heard tell that someone out there has managed to get the rivalry bar all the way up for Varric, but I've literally never managed it. And not that I have ever tried, because why would you? Why would you do that? Friendship route all the way. Wait, what? Huh? Never 800, wait. Never? Okay, that's baffling. I fucking love honey.
Maybe I should put you to use, Varric. Have you penned some warnings for the lawless?
Who's that for? Are most criminals big readers? Seems like pacifying the nobles.
Pictures, then. It was just a suggestion.
Well, how about a giant sign that just says don't? You could hit people with it.
Thank you. I get the point.
That's incredible to me. I, a person who has 100% just eaten honey straight with a spoon. Forget putting it in things. Order a drink. What can I order? Can I have a drink? Oh, that one animation! It's like seeing Shepard all over again. It's literally, it's self-sanitizing. Like, you can literally use it to sanitize wounds.
You heard about that Deep Roads expedition? They say anyone who goes down there...
It is
You don't
bee
get any
puke.
drink served down
But like, you can safely eat honey that's hundreds of years old because it doesn't like grow shit. It's like an antiseptic or whatever.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of
Anyway,
reason to
it's
change their
fucking
minds.
delicious is what it
You
is.
know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
Aveline, soccer mom of Kirkwall. I mean, I guess? I think it's a bonus. Old city slums. Oh, look! First of all, there's home. There is a quest right there. Let's loot this first. We'll take all of that.
Step
How?
closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
Okay.
Don't
Alright,
step
well. Let's back up here. Oh, look. I'm gonna back up this way. Okay, back up. Honestly, given a choice between the two, I'll take the honey rather than perfume.
You could do worse, Hawk. It's a roof.
Okay, but I could do better too. This is not great. I gotta say, Aveline, this is not like the best place I've ever been. The Hawk family theme.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Pretty steep when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest.
What have we got? Right out of the gate, bait and switch. You can't hit me with bait and switch. Woo! I gotta mentally prepare myself for bait and switch. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, alright. It's great. I'm fine. Yeah, I will be accepting this quest. Hawk, you might be interested in something that's come up. A contact of mine, a fellow by the name of Anso, is asking around for someone competent regarding a job, and I suggested you. He's always paid well, so if I were you, I'd check into it before someone else snaps it up. He said he'll be in the Lowtown Bazaar at night. Athenril. This is a very important quest to me. This is a deeply important quest. And I am gonna have feelings about it. So, I will be accepting this. We'll get there when we get there. Letter from Athenril. Hawk, your year is up and you're free to go. Despite what you think, we had a good thing working together. I might pass along an opportunity or two if you're willing to get your hands dirty. Stay safe. Athenril. Hawk is the main character, the character we're playing. Hawk is the family name. It's like Shepherd. You can pick whatever first name and whatever other details you want, but the same way everyone refers to Shepherd as Shepherd, everyone refers to the character in Dragon Age 2 as Hawk. Yes, I am Hawk. Or I'm playing Hawk. God, I wish I were Hawk. Wait, no, I don't, actually. I don't. Greetings. You do not know who I am, but I have heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection, as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. Oh boy, we love the Black Emporium. Duty. To whomever elects to participate in the charitable deed of assisting the Vale family of Starkhaven, His Most Worthy Highness Prince Sebastian Vale has provided instructions for anyone brave and noble enough to attempt eradication of the rabble who dared attack his family. Wow, the wordiness on this guy. 3 groups of Flint Company mercenaries have been sighted in the Kirkwall vicinity. One group makes camp not far from the elves of the Sundermount mountain range. The second has been seeking information on the docks after nightfall. The third is far from the main road off the Wounded Coast. They are believed to have a small campsite well past any known landmarks. A princely award awaits whoever finds and defeats all these rogues. May the Maker guide you, Chanter Teletha. We're gonna take that. Alright. Bait and switch. We'll get there when we get there. Okay, we're gonna talk to our mother.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy,
Well.
we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Oh, that's still very hot.
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think
Well,
I've
she
been
did.
sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Oh, Gamlen. Carver, my dearest, most darlingest baby brother. Carver, baby. Sweetheart. My dear, darling shithead. I love him so much.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother.
Look at his arms. He's
Some of
so
what
beefy
Gamlen
and so
says.
stupid.
I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
And there it is.
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But
He
I
says
never
that
lived here.
for very
Mother even
specific
gave
reasons.
me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
She tried her best to give us what we need. I think she's due the same.
From everything I've heard,
I see her side. Gamlen's definitely an arse. But it's not like we can just ask
Put a
slavers to
pin in
give
that.
back that life.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
That sounds like an arrangement that needs to change.
And what if it does? We still aren't important enough to actually live in the place.
Baby steps, Carver.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't
Okay.
know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
I love Carver. So, from everything that you hear over the game, Malcolm Hawk, their father, does seem like he was a pretty impressive guy. Oh, okay. So, here we go. A whole bunch of shit.
I feel itchy just looking at that thing. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him.
And then, what's the other one? Here we go.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
Excuse me. And then a note addressed to Gamlen. You get to hear a little bit about Hawk's father over the course of the game, and then a little bit more in one of the DLCs. A note addressed to Gamlen. Gamlen ML. Payment is now 2 months late, Sarah. Interest accrues, as you are well aware. You will find yourself barred from our establishments unless payment is made. Think. No better card sharp or numbers runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantness. Gallard. Alright, now over in here, I have, all of my fucking DLC. Tomes allow Hawk to instantly learn abilities or improve attributes. They are used as soon as Hawk acquires them. A Tome of the Mortal Vessel grants one or more attribute. Oh my god! Okay, that's fine. Guess I'll just go fuck myself then. Cheese Whiz thanks you for that. Lothering's Lament of Things Not Lost. Well, let's just take all that. Staff of Parlathon. During the Exalted March, the Tevinter Imperium was in chaos. Magister Parthalan and 2 high-ranking magisters were sent to Kirkwall to put down the slave uprising before it spread to the entire empire. However, their legion never arrived at Kirkwall. No one knows what happened to the party, Magister Parthalan, or his fabled staff. Hader's Razor. In Kirkwall's seedier quarters, fortunes had been built on the slave trade. This ancient dwarven blade undoubtedly commanded a high price, but Hader could clearly afford it. Who says crime doesn't pay? Boots of the Frozen Way. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck it. I don't actually care that deeply about this. No, I don't care about Sir Isaac's armor. Heir of... After averting a disaster at the Circle of Markham, Evra was given this ring by the first enchanter. Though the Heir of Confidence is not as eye-catching as his other famous ring, it is said that Evra always wore it, even when sleeping. The exact magical properties of the Heir of Confidence are a subject of much speculation amongst minstrels. Evra's might, whenever gained notoriety by defeating the Blood Sisters of Venstal, he was wearing his signature ring. Although the massive size of the solid gold ring attracts attention, it served a more practical purpose for Evra. He used it to punch demons in the face, sometimes felling them in a single blow. God, I love this. You know what? I'm just going to click through here. This grizzly belt is filled with monstrous teeth. Yeah, cool. Weathered amulet. Let me see if there's anything interesting here. The Far Cliffs of Kirkwall. No. None of these are interesting. Just want to make sure that I'm not like... Oh my god. This is a lot. This is a lot. These are just like poems. Okay, fine. I don't care. What mods am I using? I'm using a lot of like texture mods. There are ones that improve like some of the faces. There's one that's going to like make some of the appearances more consistent. Actually, a lot of them are just kind of like correcting a lot of the visual weirdness in the game. I have... That's really mostly what they are. There's one that changes Fenris's glowy shit. We'll get there when we get there. I'm trying to think if there's anything that's like gameplay. Not really. Alright, well, we don't have enough shit here, so let's... Wait, Malcolm's on... Yeah, I have the console commands on. Malcolm. Okay, so. Here's stuff about Hawk's father. Malcolm and Leandra fled across the waking sea to a new life away from the cold shadow of the gallows. It took some doing, but the vastness of Ferelden allowed them to fall beneath the notice of their Templar pursuers. They settled in the small village of Lothering, where Malcolm, I guess, made every effort to ensure that his children didn't fear magic and were well insulated against those who did. Malcolm had picked up a trick or two here and there, and this deceptively simple staff shows the breadth of his knowledge. More an ongoing project than a specialist's tool, it is the handiwork of someone comfortable with the life he must live, for as long as he was granted the opportunity to live it. Yeah, I have the console commands set up, so I can use them. Malcolm's bequest. In Kirkwall, Malcolm met Leandra and, despite all common sense, courted her. The few times Leandra managed to slip away from her family, Malcolm showed her a whole new world, something completely different from her cloistered existence. It was dangerous, forbidden, and she quickly fell madly in love with the dashing Malcolm Hawke. These stolen moments would end all too soon. One day, while fighting the Carta on the docks, Malcolm used magic to save the life of the Crimson Oar's leader. The Kirkwall Templars were alerted, but Malcolm wouldn't flee the city without seeing his love one last time. He devised to meet her at the masked ball for the visiting Orlesian Empress. Disguised in Orlesian robes, Malcolm slipped past the Templars to dance with his love. At the end of the night, Leandra would not hear his goodbyes and chanced at happiness rather than face her gray, prearranged future. Malcolm and Leandra ran into the night and never looked back. Malcolm would never tell his wife or young children where he was from. It was a bloody tale that forever gave him nightmares. When their love was still fresh, Leandra once pressed him on the subject. All he would say is, freedom's price is never cheap, but that was 100 leagues and a lifetime ago. His haunted gaze lingered on his favorite boots, and he would say no more. Honestly. Like, by all accounts, Malcolm Hawke was incredibly charming. So this is improves with level up. I'm gonna go with the Staff of Partholon for now, because that's bullshit. Apostate's robe, the fugitive's mantle. Is it cute? Yeah, I'll wear it. That's not bad. That's a rogue one. The Hawke family crest. I do like that. The Ring of Whispers. That's cunning. Nature damage. 8% chance of death blows. He seems pretty great. I'm gonna go with that. I do like less threat generation. I think I'm gonna go with that then. And then what do we have for belts? Enemies drop more coin. Immunity to flanking. Yeah, I'll put that one on. Okay, cool. Ooh, an execute. Cute. Look at that. Stylish. Alright, well, I'm out of here. We'll deal with this stuff later. We only have 3 party members so far. Alright, what do we got? The Black Emporium, Dark Town, Low Town. Well, this is a main quest right here, so let's go. We're going to need to go to Dark Town later. We're in Low Town already, so it makes sense to knock out the quests that we have in Low Town.
I don't like some of the people you've been associating with, Carver.
Talk to my sister. She's the one in charge.
Maybe, but I know you get around. This city's full of people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Would asking you to stop spying on me help in the least?
Oh.
No.
It got away. Alright, so down here is the alienage. There's the Venedal. The City Elves. Oh boy, here we go. City Elves. When the holy exalted march of the Dales resulted in the dissolution of the Elven Kingdom, leaving a great many elves homeless once again, the divine Renata I declared that all lands loyal to the Chantry must give the elves refuge within their own walls. Considering the atrocities committed by the elves at Red Crossing, this was a great testament to the Chantry's charity. Okay, alright, okay, so let's remember that. Just make a note of that. considering the atrocities committed by the elves at Red Crossing. Red Crossing is gonna come up later. I think in the next game, but like, so the march against the Dales was prompted by a conflict at Red Crossing, and everyone's just like, oh, the elves are being murderous, we have to stamp out the individual elven kingdom of the Dales. And then after that, they're like, oh, we have to give them somewhere to live, as in slums, so it's not great. A great testament to the Chantry's charity. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this was probably written by a Chantry source. We'll see when we get to the end. There was one condition, however. The elves were to lay aside their pagan gods and live under the rule of the Chantry. Oh, we'll give you a place to live. Barely. But you absolutely have to abandon your native religion. That doesn't sound great. Some of the elves refused our goodwill. Can't imagine why. They banded together to form the Wandering Dalish Elves, keeping their old elven ways and their hatred of humans alive. To this day, Dalish elves still terrorize those of us who stray too close to their camps. Most of the elves, however, saw that it was wisest to live under the protection of humans. God, how fucking patronizing is this? Wow! Wow! This is some bullshit. Dalish elves still terrorize those of us who stray too close to their camps. Maybe they don't want you coming anywhere close to them, considering the whole exalted march thing. So we took the elves into our cities and tried to integrate them. We invited them into our own homes and gave them jobs as servants and farmhands. We graciously allowed them to be our servants. Here in Denerim, the elves even have their own quarter, governed by an elven keeper. Most have proven to be productive members of society. Ooh, this is so gross. Still, a small segment of the elven community remains dissatisfied. These troublemakers and malcontents roam the streets causing mayhem, rebelling against authority, and making a general nuisance of themselves. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine Chantry Scholar. What did I fucking say? Ooh, I hate the Chantry. Do you see this bullshit? This is the one, yeah, this is the one that we read last time about the... God. This is some fucked up shit right here, let me just tell you. Great.
I wish we could do without places like this. I really do.
You could! You could! If you decided to stop treating elves as second-class citizens.
Bloody shams. We work as well as anyone else.
Cool! We love the racism. We don't. I fucking hate it here. This is bullshit. Great and good. Alienage culture. There have always been alienages. Well, there haven't. There have always been alienages. They have been around for as long as elves and shems have lived in the same lands. Ours isn't even the worst. They say that Val Royeaux has 10,000 elves living in a space no bigger than Denerim's market. Their walls are supposedly so high that daylight doesn't reach the Venedal until midday. But don't be so anxious to start tearing down the walls and picking fights with the guards. They keep out more than they keep in. We don't have to live here, you know. Sometimes a family gets a good break and they buy a house in the docks or in the outskirts of town. If they're lucky, they come back to the alienage after the looters have burned their house down. The unlucky ones just go to the pauper's field. Here, we're among family. We look out for each other. Here, we do what we can to remember the old ways. The flat ears who have gone out there, they're stuck. They'll never be human, and they've gone and thrown away being elven, too. So where does that leave them? Nowhere. Saretha, Haren of the High Ever alienage. Ooh, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be that way if... Okay, well, I don't know what that conversation was about. The Elven alienage. Lowtown is home to a squalid elven alienage. Here, like in most Thetis alienages, elves are packed into tiny rundown apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown, but the elves go to great lengths keeping the place looking bright and festive. The Venedal, Tree of the People, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and it is lovingly cared for. It is difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life may be. And this is by Brother Genitivi, who is still a chantry source, though he's not as egregious as some of them. Sister Petrine, by the way. What was that bullshit I was reading? Just make sure that there's nothing else that I can pick up here in Lowtown. While I'm here, there's some spindleweed. Gonna need to get that. Woohoo! It's a crafting resource. It is an old country saying that spindleweed grows best for the sorrowful. Verdant spindleweed in a household's garden has often brought neighbors offering consolation, usually without even asking what might be wrong. This originates from the plant's use as a seasoning for dishes meant to speed the recovery of the infirm. A person who grows much of it is likely caring for the fatally ill. An excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Inez Arancia, a botanist. We met her in Awakening. Right? Oh, there's an armor stand. Let's see what I'm going to be able to buy here. Nothing yet, but yes. Yes, I'll get that. Let's sell all the junk. Great, there's rubble. We'll take that. Gotta loot thoroughly. I've already made 5 sovereigns, though, so that's not bad. Okay. Oh, hey, Sergeant. I killed the dudes.
Are gone, Guardsman.
Did you say
Hawk's
something?
outfit?
I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Hawk's outfit is fucking excellent. But speaking of my outfit, I'm wearing my bisexual Kirkwall shirt. You know, to celebrate the occasion. Ow, 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 ow. Sit properly, please. There was nothing here. I don't think there was anything here. We need to go up here. Let me see. Where is the upgrade for Varric? And a backpack. Give me extra space, please. Please and thank you. I can't remember. Does he have anything useful? No. But we have a lot of leveling up to do, so let me do this. 5? Okay. Willpower. No. Shh. Confirm. Hey, good. I'm doing great. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm playing Dragon Age. This Dragon Age 2, my favorite game of all time. So I'm super excited about it. Would I like a fire? Oh, no, I want kind of cold. It is so good. It gets such a bad reputation, but it is such a good game. It is such a fantastic game. What are we going to give my man Varric here? Let's give him Evade. It's going to be good. We're going to give you Constitution because... yeah. because you are our tank. Elemental Aegis, Stone Wall. Yeah, let's give you more defense. And you are going to be some DPS here. And critical damage. Sunder. Yes. We do love passive abilities. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me save. Time to... There we have to go track down a Grey Warden. So we can get maps into the deep roads.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the healer, but
My son's hurt bad. Cart overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
Ugh.
everyone in your turn.
We hate the bone pit. All my homies hate the bone pit.
There will be food and medicine for all of you.
Okay. Donation box. First things first, let's donate. This is a donation box to aid Ferelden refugees. I don't have a lot of money, but I will give a sovereign. Okay. Hi, Lorene.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face.
Who is it?
They have no jobs, no homes.
I want to find the
Most can
healer.
barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for something?
Ooh, a Corsola.
Bane and leeches?
So we're looking for a mage.
Perished a thought. Another delicate mage flower.
Carver, sit your ass
Don't want to
down.
be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Listen, big ass mood.
I can hardly blame him.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been
It's
free
Anders! My boy Anders!
No, to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
Anders, buddy, I've missed you.
30 farms for work.
Yeah!
He's hiring Fereldans.
My boy! My sweet boy! I don't need runes. Fuck that noise. Oh, who died? Oh, his wife. Shit. Yeah, Fereldans are not doing so great in Kirkwall. Let's go find Anders. Let's go find Anders. Oh, I'm so excited.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer.
Yep.
We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
You want him safe? Don't pick fights with other Fereldans while the Templars are after us all.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a
I'm gonna do my best.
Make
I'm gonna
bless
do-
the rule of our King Alistair.
Make her bless King Alistair. Woohoo! I caught the Corsola. Oh, hell yeah! I'm gonna try and level up friendship with Carver. Ooh, it's gonna be difficult because look at that rivalry right there. Getting friendship with Carver is really difficult. I'm gonna do my best, but ugh.
You know, Junior, you're looking at this all wrong.
Whatever it is you're about to say, I'm not interested.
We're getting so much
I'm
banter.
a professional younger brother. Trust me, the center of attention's the worst place to be. When things go wrong, and they always do, that's where all the fingers point.
Foreshadowing.
Look at the kingdom in Thedas. You've got people who warm thrones.
Foreshadowing.
And people nobody sees who do the real work.
And my sister is a queen in this scenario. Perfect.
Point, missing it. Oh well.
Yeah, Carver's the brother. But, like, it's not impossible to get along with siblings. Carver is just, difficult? And I say this with the utmost affection. Carver's difficult. Let's go to Darktown. Carver has a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. Which I think makes him a very, very interesting character. But it also makes making friends with him such a pain in the fucking ass. Darktown.
They say the blight's done. It's never done.
That's true. The Blight is never done. Hey, Tomwise.
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And
Sure
right
am.
into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenral's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare
I
reagents and
won't
want me to
use
whip
any
you up something,
poisons,
just let me
but
know.
thank
In fact,
you.
Since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Thank you. Thank you, Tomwise. You're a treasure.
Outsiders think they can change us.
I accept you as you are. To change you would be to manipulate you. Oh, look! It's enemies. I mean, I wasn't gonna go this way, but...
Better luck in the next life.
Alright, cool. Don't know why you all were insisting on attacking me, but you know what? Deathroot. Deathroot has been used in magic and potion making for centuries. It's a fragile-looking plant with a thin stalk and purple flowers, which fruits once a year, developing bright red fleshy pods that cause disorientation and dizziness if ingested. There are two varieties. The more common Arcanist deathroot was first found by Archon Hadrianus, when he discovered it growing on several dead slaves. The other, Lunatic's deathroot, is most closely associated with the story of the courtesan Melusine, who sought revenge on a powerful magister and his family. She harvested the plant, baked it into small pies for the magister's banquet, and presented them to the magister at a banquet. All the guests were seized by terrifying hallucinations after eating the pies and tore each other to pieces. Again, the Botanical Compendium by Inez Arancia. The combat is so much better in this game. It's like genuinely so... Oh, this bitch. Well, we'll come... Don't worry. I'll have dealings with you later. The combat is way faster, as you could see. And just like... It's just more fun. I might sometimes insta-kill in this game, but for the most part, I don't hate the combat. So, I'll probably be doing a lot more of it. Kirkwall, Darktown. Also, hey, look at that. That's pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Like, look at that. Wow. Wowie. Okay, let's read about Darktown. Darktown was once a mine controlled by the Tevinter Imperium. Once exhausted, the mine shafts were extended under the city to dispose of sewage from Kirkwall's overcrowded population of slaves. Unsurprisingly, the tunnels became a refuge for those fleeing captivity. A similar trend continues today. The Undercity, as some call it, is home to the diseased, the insane, to criminals, and even the dead. Unwanted corpses are often discarded here by murderers and lazy undertakers. Darktown's slums make Lowtown look pleasant in comparison. The foul miasma known as choke damp clogs and swells in every corner of the Darktown, creating a poisonous mist. Its sewers are a dangerous place. The walls are damp, slick, and coated with phosphorescent lichen. The sewer is a maze, and one foolish enough to enter is not likely to be heard from again. That's Genitivi. Nope, there's nothing there. Here we go. Oh, first of all...
This looks like the place. If the cellars go this far, maybe we were important.
So there are the cellars of the family's estate. We will get to that in a second. My boy! One of them! Not the boy, obviously. I care him. Anders, did you know that I would die for you? Anders, my precious. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death? Not healing and salvation.
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot.
They made him get rid of Sir Pouncelot! That's absolutely unforgivable.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the Deep Roads.
It was a gift.
A gift from the warden.
A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
Absolutely appalling.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
It's bad!
Only
Also, hi.
The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out, if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
Man's got jokes!
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the Wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no Warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And
Oh,
some reasons of my
Anders.
own.
Oh, some reasons of my... Anders? Anders, buddy? Hey, Anders. Hey, Anders. Hey, Anders. Let me in on whatever. Let me in on the secrets. I want to know the secrets!
An expedition into the Deep Roads.
I want to know the secrets, Anders!
Information you have could
I love
save
him.
people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted Deep Roads again. You
Well...
can't imagine what I've come through to get here.
Well...
I'm not interested in... Although... A favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Oh, that's all? I might just take my chances with the Dark.
So... Templars,
If we
huh?
fight the Templars, it is because they decide that anyone who befriends a mage deserves death without questioning.
Doesn't fighting them prove their point? They don't need
Carver!
reasons to hunt us.
These are my terms.
Carver?
If you want my aid with your expedition...
I'm beginning to
give me
doubt your
chances
commitment to
now.
Sparkle Motion.
I have sent word to Carl to be there. Make her willing, we will all leave free men.
Well... well... So, we're now taking bets on how this one's gonna turn out. History of Kirkwall, Chapter 4. Well, we don't have the first 3 chapters, but let's hear more about Kirkwall. The Threnhold family assumed its foreboding control of the city at the very onset of the Dragon Age, less than a week after Merrick Theron retook the Ferelden throne from Orlais. Since this was followed by a civil war in Antiva, the much-maligned Three Queens era, and a coup in the Tevinter Imperium, many thought that the Dragon Age would bring devastating change. Perhaps this was a hasty estimate, but it was true for Kirkwall. Viscount Chivalry Threnhold was a vicious thug who took power through a campaign of intimidation, and his son Perrin, who succeeded him in 914 Dragon, was even worse. Taxes were crippling, and Perrin Threnhold used the ancient chains extending from the Twins, standing at Kirkwall's harbor, unused since the new Exalted Marches, to block sea traffic and charge exorbitant fees for Orlesian ships. Well, that is always morally correct. The Empire threatened invasion following the closure of the Waking Sea Passage, and for the first time, the Chantry used the Templars to pressure the Viscount. Until that point, the Templars had done nothing to counter the Threnholds, even though, as the largest armed force in Kirkwall, they could have. Knight Commander Guilan's only written comment was a letter to Divine Beatrix III. It is not our place to interfere in political affairs. We are here to safeguard the city against magic, not against itself. The Divine, as a friend to the Emperor, clearly had other ideas. In response, Viscount Perrin hired a mercenary army, forcing a showdown with the Templars. They stormed the gallows and hung Knight Commander Guilan, igniting a series of battles that ended with Perrin's arrest and the last of his family's rule. The Templars were hailed as heroes, and even though they wished to remain out of Kirkwall's affairs, it was now forced upon them. Knight Commander Meredith appointed Lord Marlowe Dumar as the new Viscount in 921 Dragon, and she has remained influential in the city's rule ever since. Brother Genitivi. Okay, so this one's interesting. We don't have the whole story here. We don't have the whole story here yet. I know more of the full story. And some other sources, some other viewpoints. So, I just think it's very interesting here, first of all. Viscount Chivalry Threnhold was a vicious thug who took power through a campaign of intimidation, and his son Perrin, who succeeded him, was even worse. So Perrin Threnhold, it seems that one of their major grievances against him was that he blocked traffic in and out of the harbor and charged Orlesian ships. And in response, the Chantry used the Templars to pressure the Viscount. The largest armed force in Kirkwall, the Templars have an overwhelming presence in Kirkwall for a variety of reasons. We're not going to get into the advisability, perhaps, of holding a circle in Kirkwall at all, considering all of the fuckery that goes on here. That's neither here nor there. The fact remains that they say it here. The Chantry source, in plain words, says that the Templars are the largest armed force in Kirkwall. And in response to economic pressure, they leverage the Templars, a theoretically non-political force, into affairs like they are like Orlesian. The Chantry is inherently Orlesian. The Chantry is primarily Orlesian. The Grand Cathedral is centered in Val Royeaux. The Chantry was established by Cordelis Dracon, the first emperor of Orlais. It is an Orlesian institution. And so in response to economic pressure against Orlais, the Chantry then says, hey, we have force, we have a significant force here. We're going to use this to enforce our will on an independent city. The divine, so they say here that the Knight Commander says, hey, we shouldn't get into political affairs. I'm not going to speculate as to whether that was his actual viewpoint or whether this was a token, like, formality. It's like, hey, we should have this on record that I said that we shouldn't do this. But regardless, the divine, as a friend to the Emperor, clearly had other ideas. The divine and the Emperor were in close with each other. And so the divine is like, hey, I'm going to use our religious authority, our religious military, to further Orlesian interests in another nation. In response, Viscount Perrin hired a mercenary army. What else is the guy supposed to do? The Templars are the largest force in Kirkwall. So he's like, okay, we need something to fight this, something to try and defend our independence here. The Templars came out on top. The Templars were hailed as heroes, and even though they wished to remain out of Kirkwall's affairs, it was now forced upon them. Oh no, what could we do? We have to be an active force in government in Kirkwall now. Literally the same thing that happened when I think it was actually the Chevaliers. I'm sorry, it wasn't actually a Chantry invasion at that point. The Chevaliers came into Kirkwall, again, Kirkwall, to free it from the Kunari back in, I want to say it was either the Storm or the Steel Age, and I don't remember which. The Chevaliers came in and were like, oh, listen, we need to help free Kirkwall from Kunari rule. And then they didn't fucking leave for 40 years. It took a violent revolution to force Orlesian soldiers out of the city. This is the same fucking thing again. The Chantry and Orlais, two peas in a pod. Same thing. Anyway, so that's my little dissection of this one little codex entry. Anyway, fuck the Chantry and fuck Orlais. Not that I'm mad about it right now. I don't have the bitch yet. It's fine. Anyway, not that I have strong opinions about this or anything. Let's go kill slavers in my family's old basement. Why don't you kill some slavers and maybe you'll calm down? You're right, I will. Oh, okay. That's fine. Exactly. Alright, I'm gonna send Varric out first, simply because I know for a fact that there are traps in this place, and I want to send a rogue out into the front. What is gonna be... This is just the direct route. We're gonna take the roundabout route. Thank you very much. I want to be Hawk. Oh no.
I knew this would happen.
Oh, don't disappear.
Now you fall.
Bianca is, well taken care of, let me just say. What if I go in here first? This is definitely the first place I want to go. I want to try and loot this. Tobias's documents. That's a plot
By all
item.
means, lead on.
Okay. If the mage Tobias is still alive, he might be in the gallows. Find information about the letter in Father's belongings that told of the death of an unnamed family friend. Okay, interesting. The Amel family. That's the Amell family crest, he's about to say. It's truly sad what happened to the Amells, isn't it? I still remember grandmother talking about the balls that Lord Aristide? I don't know. Used to hold at their estate, and the Antivan violin players and dancers from Afsana. No expense was spared, and no one would dare miss it, lest someone think they weren't worthy of an invitation. And then poor Revka had the child. Magical talent, running in one of Kirkwall's most prominent families. The Templars had considered Lord Aristide to be Viscount after Threnhold's arrest. Can you imagine the scandal had he been chosen? They whisked the child away to the Circle, and the Amells simply had no luck after that. That, by the way, that child, the Amell child, is the one that you play as if you choose the human mage origin in the previous game. Leandra ran off with a Ferelden mage, and then Damien was accused of smuggling. Poor Lord Faustin almost bankrupted his family trying to get the charges dropped, but I hear Viscount Marlowe simply wanted the Amells out of the picture. And it worked too, didn't it? By the time Lord Faustin got sick, there was only young Gamlin left and a mountain of debt. I spoke to Dulcie just the other day, and apparently Gamlin is now living in some low-town shack. Sounds like the sort of character you'd cross a street to avoid. And let's not even talk about the estate. Mother says we should remember the Amells because that sort of thing could happen to any of us. You know the old saying, a marcher's fortune rises and falls with the tide. If you ask me, this is just another misfortune that magic brings to honest folk. Andraste help that poor family, whatever lies in store for them. It's an excerpt from a letter written by Lady Amelie de Montfort. I wonder. Bianca could be very ship of Theseus.
Rest, I think.
Yes, that is the
Mother
Amell family.
described it once. Put that above your door and you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
So, yeah. So, if you play as a human mage in Origins, you are essentially Hawke's cousin. Not even essentially. You literally are Hawke's cousin. Which I think is very neat.
Well, at least it's
What's up? Oh, spiders. Well, that's not nice.
What a mess.
Yeah, Origins. What's in here? Nope, that's the way we want to go. I'm not doing that.
Here we go.
Oh. Yeah, a human mage origin is exactly the same story as an elf mage. You start in the circle, same, if you're either a Serana or an Amell, you have the circle mage origin. And so I wanted to start as an elf so that I could get really into, like, elf shit. Oh look, History of Kirkwall Chapter 2! So this is going to be earlier than what I just read. As the Imperium's borders slowly receded after the devastation of the First Blight and the subsequent barbarian invasion, many outposts in the area, known today as the Free Marches, were cut off from centers of power. Numerous warlords tried consolidating the region into a single kingdom, but resistance prevailed. Amarius held out for almost a century until it fell to a slave revolt in 25 Ancient. It was not the first such revolt Amarius suffered, but it was the last. It started when an Alamari slave named Radun began earning popularity and power by pushing for better conditions. Radun's growing influence prevented the Magisters from touching him, but eventually they had him poisoned. Furious, a group of Radun's supporters stormed the gallows and were massacred, and so began a bloody year-long rebellion. The city burned, and wealthy Hightown was sacked. The Magisters hung before cheering crowds, and Marius assumed the new name of Kirkwall, Kirk meaning black, after its jet-stone cliffs. The new city plunged into anarchy for over a decade, and its defenses fell into ruin. Kirkwall has been conquered many times since, the city's own independence suffering since the freeing of its slaves. So...
Watch where you step.
Okay, well, I need you to...
To arms!
A vault key. Excellent.
Mind if I try my hand at that?
Yeah, you can do that. Oops, oops, oops. Ah! Ugh. Legs cramping.
Love doing that.
I love it when you do that. History of the Circle. Oh my god, why are there so many codex entries? Oh my god. It is a truth universally acknowledged that nothing is more successful at inspiring a person to mischief as being told not to do something. Unfortunately, the Chantry of the Divine Age had some trouble with obvious truths. Although it did not outlaw magic, quite the contrary, as the Chantry relied upon magic to kindle the eternal flame which burns in every brazier and in every chantry, it relegated mages to lighting candles and lamps and perhaps occasional dusting of rafters and eaves. I will give my readers a moment to contemplate how well such a role satisfied the mages of the time. It surprised absolutely no one when the mages of Val Royeaux, in protest, snuffed the sacred flames of the cathedral and barricaded themselves inside the choir loft. No one, that is, but Divine Ambrosia II, who was outraged and attempted to order an exalted march upon her own cathedral. Even her most devout Templars discouraged that idea. For 21 days, the fires remained unlit while negotiations were conducted, legend tells us, by shouting back and forth from the loft. The mages went cheerily into exile in a remote fortress outside the capital, where they would be kept under the watchful eye of the Templars and a council of their own elder magi. Cheerily went into exile. Okay, interesting. Outside of normal society and outside of the Chantry, the mages would form their own closed society, the Circle, separated for the first time in human history. Oh, once again, it's fucking Sister Petrine! The same one who wrote that absolutely appallingly condescending screed again about the Elven alienages. So, you know, I think we can kind of guess how much weight I'm putting into her telling of events. Exactly how much do I trust anything she writes? Oh, my poor voice. She is struggling.
To be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family,
struggling to be sure.
It is.
Oh, fuck yeah. We'll take those. Woohoo! Torn trousers, frayed rope, Grandfather Amel's will and testament, dagger, frayed and girded plating, an injury kit, yeah.
So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
Alright, let's go.
I don't think there's any point in delaying the news.
Clawitzer. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude.
Ooh, that's a fun texture thing there.
Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense
Whoops.
after all. See for yourself.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Check out the part where Gamlin is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Whoops.
Gamlin, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened
Congrats.
to love is so much more important than money.
It is.
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
That is fair.
If it wasn't for the Blight, would we ever have come back here?
I always thought I would. But I suppose you
That's
three
funny.
are Ferelden to your toes.
Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can
It's
do to
like-
get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlin.
it is
It's
fair
enough
that
to
she
know
did
Mother and
leave with
Father
apparently
didn't
no
die
intention of
angry.
ever coming back.
I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing. You'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount.
Yeah.
You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
That is the Hawk family theme, and it is one of my favorites in the entire game. Order runes, order poisons and grenades. Do I have any mail? The Bone Pit! Fuck yes. Hawk, I've got a lead for you. A merchant I acquire goods for told me that workers have gone missing from his Bone Pit mining operation. He mentioned that the missing miners were Ferelden, which made me think of you. If you're interested, go hit up Hubert in the Hightown Market. From Ethenril. Yes, I will take that quest. We hate the Bone Pit. All my homies hate the Bone Pit. But I will take that quest. Thank you very much. Now the thing is, I can't wear most of these things, so... I'm just gonna put away things that I can't wear. We're gonna come back and we're gonna get things as they become available. I can wear that. I can't wear that yet. Can't wear that. Can't wear that. Can't wear that. Yeah, I gotta clear out my inventory. Can't wear that. Nope. 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 Okay, great. Fantastic. Where are we at now? Same old buddies. Do we have anything else here? We have... Okay, while we're here, we're in the daytime still. We're gonna... Let's go to the gallows for the first time. Wait. I just remembered who's gonna be in the gallows. Is it him? No, that's not him. That's fine.
So, Carver,
Right.
have you thought about what you'll do if your expedition doesn't pay off?
This is our only chance, and you know it.
You're so damned proud you couldn't pick up a trade.
And who would take a Ferelden apprentice? Maybe in another year I could work my way up to Piss Boy.
Fine, let's crawl down some holes. Good bloody luck for your sake.
I mean, Aveline, it is harder than you might think. He's got a point that no one's really hiring Fereldans, so maybe get off his dick a little bit. Also, Aveline's all like, yes, she is always like that. And I love her in a lot of ways, but I also have deep issues with a lot of things about her. Death of a Templar. Oh my fucking god. You know what? This is actually just some bullshit right here. This is written by a Templar. And it's kind of like really weird, abstract, very image heavy. Like, it's just, it's hard to tell what's going on in this thing. And it's just like, oh, okay. Well, a Templar wrote that. Okay. A Templar was having feelings. Tobias!
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
Maybe calm the fuck down, Carver. I love you, but...
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
Yeah. She sure is. But it's just like... Aveline is all like, hey, you should, like, find employment and all of that. And she doesn't... Well, we'll get there when we get there.
My father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child
as far as Aveline's concerned, there's only like one right way of doing things, and it's the way that she would do it.
Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall.
So there was a Templar who let Malcolm go.
The best of us. A wise man.
Sounds like he didn't quite understand the job.
Doubt can serve the faithful, even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Cool.
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
Interesting. I'm gonna go talk to... Oh, there are Templar recruits over there. I'm gonna talk to Thrask real quick.
Maker's blessing on you.
Okay, well I shan't talk to Thrask then. I'm gonna go talk to Templar recruits. Yeah, it's, those awful blood mages. We sure do hate those, right? Right, gang? We're gonna go back to... Oh my god, we're just running back and forth all over the place. Okay, cool. Let's go to Gamlen's house. I'm just trying to find, like, things that it makes sense to do all in one day. Like, we're running back and forth all over the city doing things all in one day. So we're gonna talk to Carver.
Hello, Lord Carver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
He might have been scratching his butt, sure.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home.
You've done it right.
Not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
That's... I love how Hawk gets this from every corner, apparently. At every point, it's like, you could have done better. It's your job to save everything. It's your job to do this. You let us down. Alright, well... That's gonna get rivalry, though! I'm trying to get friendship! Alright, fine. Sure, let's have Hawk internalize this. That will be not at all extremely mentally unhealthy.
You're right.
What?
I'd change all of that if I could. But we don't have that option, and you know it.
Let's give Hawk a massive dose of survivor's guilt and possibly a savior complex. I think that'd be very cool.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
So what he's saying there, I think, is that, first of all, our mother says things like that because she's scared and lashing out, which is a very human reaction, I think. And one of the things that I love, this is one of the reasons that I say the Dragon Age 2 has some of the best character work in this entire series. Like, that's an understandable and at the same time deeply flawed way for a person to be. She's scared and therefore is lashing out at her own children, especially the oldest, and putting a lot of emotional weight on them. And Carver has a moment of weirdly high emotional intelligence there when he's like, hey, well, the blame should be on Gamlen. I'm not even willing to say that. Because as he pointed out, he did gamble away the estate, and that was a deep flaw on his part. As he did point out in the previous conversation, she left with no intention of ever coming back. And what was he supposed to do at that point? The rest of the family died. Was he supposed to sit there on the estate and on the money, not touching it, operating under the distant possibility that she might ever get back in contact with them? I mean, at a certain point, he had to kind of say, okay, she's out of here. She's disappeared. I can't put everything on hold waiting for her forever. And so he took control of the estate, and he was irresponsible with it, which is obviously flawed, but it's understandable. That's the sort of thing that people do. That's not, like, weird and like, unrealistic. Shit happens. And then Carver here is saying, okay, listen, I just said some very harsh things. So going back to Leandra and how she gets overwhelmed and she's frightened, and then she puts it all on her children in a way that she shouldn't. Carver was saying just then that, listen, I said some very unkind things just then, and upon brief reflection, this is coming from a place where I feel like I don't have, like you said, I don't have a place in the life that she's trying to build now. She's excited about all of these things. I have no connection to any of this. We never had a connection to the estate, to like the family here in Kirkwall, the Amels. I don't have anything there. Being magic and being a mage is so closely tied into the Hawke family identity in so many ways. Malcolm was a mage, and that formed their life in Ferelden. Both Hawke, the eldest Hawke, and Bethany were also mages. Carver was kind of always the odd one out. He didn't have as close a connection with any of this as any of the others did, and he's trying to figure out where his place is. And he's, as he said, she's scared and lashing out. He said things for largely the same reasons. He's unsure, and he's a little bit afraid of the future. He didn't come right out and say that, but by comparing it to Leandra and the way that she reacts to things, that was kind of him being like, hey, so this is what's going on. This was the reason for it. And honestly, I think he makes some points. I think those are valid concerns. He's kind of floundering. He doesn't know what he's going to be. And he has to exist in Hawke's shadow. Hawke has so many expectations placed on them. Obviously, the whole, like, you need to fix things. You should have done better. But at the same time, that's, in a weird way, that's both crushing, and it's also an expression of, belief in a person, that people believe in the first place that Hawke could do these things. Carver's always the one standing in Hawke's shadow. No one ever turns to Carver and says that Carver can handle this. Maybe he could, but no one ever asks him to. And so he doesn't know what he's supposed to be, other than the younger Hawk. So anyway, that was my fun little psychoanalysis of the Hawk family so far, and I love Carver. I love Carver so fucking much.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
I'm not holding you back with generosity. Just have a look.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet
And he
another mage
immediately
could get
says
more
that
out
it
of
has to
them.
do with father. It must be for you.
For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
I love Carver! We got a long way to go yet. All right. Well, it's probably nighttime now. Is it time? Or can we hit a nighttime quest or two? Is it time for a nighttime quest? Oh no, I have mail. Never mind. But then we're gonna go to we're gonna do a little heist. We're gonna do a little heist up in Hightown. First things first, I gotta check my mail because apparently I have mail. Loose ends. Hawk, I know we didn't part on the best terms. You were right. I was trying to squeeze more work out of you than was justified. You've more than paid your way into the city. It's been tight since you left, though. If you're looking for more work for real coin in your pocket, come see me in Hightown, anytime before sunset. Sure, why not, Athenril? Could always use more money. Okay. So first things first. We're gonna do that tomorrow. We're gonna go into... No, I can freely choose day and night. This is Kirkwall at night. And these are... Bait and switch. Okay. First things first, we have a mission. Anders has asked for our help, so we're gonna go meet Anders in Hightown at night. Top priority. No. No, we have not gotten to Isabella
This
yet.
street should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
Sure, why not? I'll kill people, why not? I don't have a problem with it. I got no issues murdering people in the street. Oh, hell yeah. Guardsmen pretenders. I'm gonna get another wave of enemies? Yeah, we are. We good?
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
Wow. It's too dangerous for my people, but you can do it. You can handle it. Thanks, Aveline, I think. The tree... Yeah, it's like a culturally important tree to the elves. You know, meant to set them apart as being like elves rather than human. Oh, okay. I was not done typing, but I guess I hit. Like, it did. I guess you are done typing. It's fine. Hi, Anders.
Go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
Gotcha, bud. Keep an eye out for Templars. Got it.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Okay. Okay, first things first, let's go see what there is to find on this side. Also, hey, can I just say, I didn't stop to really look at this place. Let's look at the Chantry first of all. This is some fucking impressive shit. Look at that. Super cool. I mean, spelling is largely over. Look at that! Say what you will about the Chantry. I'm largely okay with Andraste herself. Andraste seems like she was pretty cool. What the fucky? Hello? Oh, can I open the door? Can I open the door? What's in here? Hello? Hello? Shit to steal? Yeah. I'll steal from the Chantry, sure. Alright, well, first things first. Gotta deal with that. Ooh, there he is. There's the boy. Hey, Carl. I brought a friend. What's up?
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
Spaghettios.
You will never take another mage as you took him.
Oh shit, Anders. What's going on there, buddy? Hey, Anders, that's a little bit weird. What's going on there, my pal? There's a Templar lieutenant. I mean, I guess.
Anders, what did you do?
This is fine.
It's like you
Well?
brought a piece of the Fate into this
Well?
world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
It was something.
What did you do? Not the Fade part. The angry, glowing bit.
It's like a gateway to the Fade inside you, glowing like a beacon.
I have some unique circumstances, yes.
Now, that doesn't seem
But
like a
Carl,
thing that
what
Grey
happened?
Wardens do.
How did they get you?
The Templars here are far more vigilant than in Ferelden. They found a letter I was writing you. You cannot imagine it, Anders. All the color, all the music in the world, gone. I would gladly give up my magic. But this, I'll never be whole again. Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl.
You don't have to wait long. Don't
I'm
worry.
so sorry.
Now, it's fading. Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
So tranquility sucks. We've seen one person now who has experienced tranquility and has been able to
let me guess.
describe what it's like.
This is the part
and
where you tell me you're an abomination.
You're wrong.
They ask to be killed rather
But
than
not
go back
far
to it.
wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthi, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind,
It's our good
there
buddy!
are good spirits who embody
Our
virtues.
old pal Justice!
Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him.
Interesting that you say that, though!
Justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like
That's
that.
an interesting,
He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
Which is not entirely how they play it in the game, but, you know, sure, alright.
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
Thank
the
you.
Templars will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is
Point.
righteous. Justice is hard. But
Oh,
my anger,
crunchy.
when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about. He comes
Ugh.
out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
I will start the flirt, sure.
So, that explains your whole sexy, tortured look.
Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I had not thought to ever find a woman who
Don't
would look
worry,
past
I'm
what
not
I
gonna
just said.
act on this.
My maps are yours. As am I, if you wish me to join
I'm
your
just an
expedition.
incorrigible
I
flirt.
thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.
Yay! We got a new friend! Bye, Evelyn! New quest. Questions and answers. Cool. New codex. The Tranquil. Sure, let's read that. It was neither one thing nor the other. Didn't actually commit to that one. Alright, well, I've done better. But Tranquil. Although apprentices do not know the nature of the harrowing, all of them understand its consequences. They either pass and become full mages, or they are never seen again. Those who fear to undertake this rite of passage, or those who are deemed too weak or unstable, are given the rite of tranquility instead. The actual procedure, like the harrowing, is secret, but the results are just as well known. The rite severs connection to the Fade. The Tranquil, therefore, do not dream. This removes the greatest danger that threatens a weak or unprepared mage, the potential to attract demons across the Veil. But this is the least of Tranquility's effects, for the absence of dreams brings with it the end of all magical ability, as well as all emotion. The Tranquil, ironically, resemble sleepwalkers, never entirely awake nor asleep. They are still part of our circle, however, and some might say they are the most critical part. They have incredible powers of concentration, for it is simply impossible to distract a Tranquil mage, and this makes them capable of becoming craftsmen of such skill that they rival even the adeptness of the dwarves. The Formari, the branch of the circle devoted to item enchantment, is made up exclusively of Tranquil, and is the source of all the wealth that sustains our towers. On Tranquility and the Role of the Fate in Human Society by First Enchanter Josephus. So, I just think it's very interesting that there does seem to be, shall we say, a financial incentive to make mages tranquil. The source of all wealth that sustains our tower. Okay, alright. I just think it's very interesting. Also fucked up. So where are our quests? Rumors, Wayward Son. Varric sources say that there's been a number of Templar raids held in Lowtown's elven alienage. So these are rumors. These are things that I don't think we can act on quite yet. Act of mercy. A group of mages being transported from Starkhaven hasn't arrived at the gallows. A woman by the name of Matcha has been desperately seeking a particular Templar. Black Powder Promise. A dwarven merchant named Jaravis has been offering a lot of coin for muscle. And Varric has heard rumors that some in the Chantry have been making quiet inquiries around Lowtown about the Kunari. Cool. What is going on here? Long way home. We have to deliver the amulet. And... excuse me, are you saying that we don't have 50 sovereigns? No, that must be what we're at. Companions. The way it should be. Take Aveline to find the ambush hiding along the paths of Sundermount. Questions and answers. Talk to Varric in Lowtown's Hanged Man. Okay, cool. Loose ends. Speak to a Thenril. Bait and switch. Is it time? Is it time to do bait and switch? I think it's time to do bait and switch.
Picking through the droppings of Hightown.
We're under attack.
Oh, hi guys. How are you?
That's right, you heard me. Ha! That's enough.
Well, we won.
Starve me out, banish me to this hole. Bastards will never kill me.
Yeah, we definitely have to do bait and switch.
I'm sorry about your sister. She sounds like a special girl.
Why? Because she was a mage?
Your other sister says she was a good person. She never turned down a chance to help people.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure the Chantry's got a shrine with her portrait on it.
I was trying to be nice.
Stick to Surly. It works for you.
Okay, Carver, I understand that you're still a little bit touchy about that. Understandably so. Let's do bait and switch. Let's do bait and switch. I mean, why is my hair not down? Wait, excuse me. I have to, excuse me, I need my hair down for this. Because I have to be able to,
target the streets just because it's dark.
Okay, cool. For the effect, because I have to be able to be like... It's deeply important. That's the vibe, by the way. Like, that's the vibe for this quest. Where is he? Anso? Anso, where are you? Anso? My guy? My buddy? I would like to take your job. I would like to take the job. I would like to take the job.
Justice doesn't let me get drunk anymore. I kind of miss it.
My poor guy! Oh, I have to level up Anders. Hold, please. Healing, obviously. Glyph of Paralysis, Heroic Aura. Yeah, that one. Oh, okay, so you have even more. Yeah, we're just gonna give you, like, a lot of heal. Like, your big healing. Big healing. Okay, here we go. Hey, Anso. Hey, Anso. Answer the contact. Great. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, that's fine. Excuse you! I'm busy! Oh, God. Oh, yep. And that is a thing that some people take again. These guys just appearing out of nowhere. I understand that it's not exactly realistic, but, like, whatever. A whole bottle of wine.
Plaguing the streets. I don't see a problem in giving them the fight they want.
Trust me, I can't do it without repercussion, as I found out. God. Used to be, when I was, you know, like, when I was in my prime, college and all that, I was like a 7-drink kind of person. And by 7 drinks, I mean like mixed drinks with hard liquor. That would get me good and drunk, but I could do it.
Are you Ansel?
Ah! Sweet mother of... You can't
I
just
love
run
this
up
guy.
on someone like that. Are you the human Fenris told me about? The one looking for work?
Did you think I was going to attack you?
Oh, no. All right. Hope not. Anyhow, my apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long.
Before I get too much further in this quest, I've had so much tea to drink, I may need to do a quick be right back.
Be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
I'd pay to see that.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal? I don't know if I would go that far. They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They smiled and everything. The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
You're smuggling lyrium to the Templars?
Of course he is. That's just bloody great.
Okay, Anso.
By the Paragons, not so loudly. My word. I'm not cut out for this.
And so...
I should have taken that job sweeping staples like Mother insisted.
I'll get it back for you.
And so, you're a fucking gift.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, we must!
Conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage.
Uh-huh.
If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
I'm sure they won't be. But thank you. Ah, rivalry! Carver! He's like, you just learned that it's Templars. And you're taking the job anyway. Do you have a death wish? No. But trust me, there's a big incentive for this. Okay. I will be right back while I, just give me like a minute. Give me like a minute. I'll be right back because I need to devote all of my attention to this one. No, I'm not putting on makeup for this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Anyway, yes, no, Aveline is gonna be the new win, in that I'm just gonna like not take her anywhere. Okay. Not nowhere.
Hello,
go again.
Oh my god, I have places to go! People to see! Excuse you! I'm on my way to a very, very important meeting.
Let's finish this.
You can usually bet that I'm not putting on makeup. That is so much effort. Is it Halloween? No, I'm not wearing makeup. That reminds me though, I am gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for Halloween. Because it's getting close to it. Alright, let me loot the assholes and then, okay. Honestly, it's just not worth it. Thank you. If I can thank the pandemic for one thing, because pre-COVID, I did wear makeup. And then it's just like, but you know, actually,
Talk about this?
no, we can't.
The elves should stand with us. They have suffered too.
Anders, buddy, I love you, but, I think it has a little bit more nuance than that. Right? It's halfway through September, and it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do for Halloween. Wait, someone check. What day of the week is Halloween? Of course I'm fine the way I am. The Enigma of Kirkwall. Oh shit, the Enigma of Kirkwall. Hey, this is a good codex entry. Exactly. Most women don't. Well, I mean, society has in fact informed them that Monday. Okay. So the question is, do I do the Halloween stream? It's gonna have to be the Friday. No. I'll think about it. Because I am going to do a Halloween stream. The Enigma of Kirkwall. Here we go. In the back alleys of Lowtown, you can find extraordinary things. Priceless tomes of knowledge can be bought with a handful of gold. The Chant of Archon Lovius, a whole chapter of the Midnight Compendium. Some of these books were thought lost forever. And these are no forgeries. I've verified their authenticity myself. The Fences have no inkling that what they're selling has value. Where did these books come from? After several failed attempts, I got my answer underneath the city. There is a hive of hidden passages in Kirkwall sewers. Now and then a lucky sewer rat comes across an unlooted chamber, and then a cache of ancient Tevinter relics spread through the black market. We must search below the city. Underneath a cobblestone with curious markings faintly glowing, it is signed the Band of Three. The Enigma of Kirkwall is some fucked up shit, by the way. Oh, let me get the sack. Yeah. This is it. The abandoned home. Well, this is not quite it. We're getting there. Wow, I wonder what's going on. Oh no, it's bad guys. How could we have guessed that this was going to be a trap? An ambush? Really? I'm shocked.
Tip them off.
Anso's goods are probably in that chest.
I'm so shocked. Let's get the goods. Oh. Sandslash! Are you serious? That's fine. I'm about to get a better prize. A better prize. Wow, would you look at that? Look at all that loot. Huh.
It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go back to Anso and tell him.
Who put us up to this? If you know, you know. It must be the orphans. Weird.
That's not the elf. Who is that?
I sure aren't.
We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
Oh shit. Are you serious? But can't we be friends? Can I? There we go. There we go. There we go. To Winter Hunters. Interesting. To Winter Hunters. Slavers. Cool. What nice people. Oh shit, it's a mage. Okay. Kill this asshole.
Messing with us is suicide.
Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Is it time?
I don't know who you are, friend, but you made a serious mistake coming here.
Did I? Did I though?
Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now!
So how's this one gonna work out for you?
Captain!
Oh shit.
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to your master while you can.
You're going nowhere, slave.
I am not a slave. I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
I'm fine. I'm fine. My heart rate is in fact up a little bit. Hi. So, fancy meeting you here.
You were responsible for this.
I'm the reason you're here, yes. My name is Fenris. These men were Imperial bounty hunters, seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself. They were trying to lure me into the open. Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
How do I turn the volume up?
Anso's job did seem a little too easy.
Hey, that's this guy!
Perhaps the deception was unnecessary. If so, I'm sorry. I've become too accustomed to hiding. If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so, I had to know.
You were expecting something else?
I was, but I shouldn't have. It was bait, nothing more.
All that for an empty chest?
No, there's more. It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city. I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
Yeah, sure, anything.
Looks like it's going to be a long
Okay.
night.
I will find a way to repay you. I swear it. The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown. Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
I know how you can repay me. So if anyone was wondering who I'm romancing, no choice. There's no choice. Not even a debate. Anyway, I'm Fenhawk Trash. Yeah, no one, actually. Not romancing anyone, actually. It's a no romance playthrough. The only way to romance Fenris is with a mage hawk. Oh, there she is. Yeah, it's It's not hard.
Stay down.
It's not hard to figure out. It's absolutely obvious. Don't. Romance. It's friend romance all the way. The rivalmances just kind of feel not great to me. I am here to be loving and supportive at all times. Except Aveline. I would rivalmance Aveline.
How can these nighttime streets be so dangerous? We should clear these idiot thugs out.
Sure, I'm all for that. Can you believe that the actual, like, Anders' writer said that the best way to romance him is the rivalmance? And I'm like, huh, okay, so, like, gaslighting, and you think that's super cool? That's definitely what we should be doing? Cool. It's kind of fucked up. It's gonna be a hard pass, actually. Absolutely fucking not.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Denarius may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
I could stand to know a little more about this Denarius.
He is a magister of the Tevinter Imperium.
Oh, is that all?
Okay.
Nothing to worry about then.
Yes, you
There,
can.
He is a wealthy mage with great influence. Here, he is but a man who sweats like any other when death comes for him.
Sir.
What's the worst that could happen?
I do not fear death. That does not mean we should be reckless.
I fear your death. I fear you dying very much. We're gonna bring Carver, obviously. And at that point we need a rogue, so.
Denarius, show yourself.
The rivalmancing usually is that you don't agree with, like, their beliefs and you're trying to change them, but often it just feels really
Everyone
skeevy.
stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
Oh? It sure does. Oh, yep, okay. Hey, Varric, you wanna get this for me, bud? You wanna get that? Oh, let's level up real quick. Magic, obviously. We're gonna give me a better crit chance and more mana. Always need more mana. Barrier. No, fuck barriers. Do I look like the kind of person who uses buffs and debuffs? I use fireballs. It seems icky! Exactly! Thank you! Hey, Fenris. Hey, Fenris. Giant's Reach. The warrior's two-handed attacks rip through the air with such power that each generates a shockwave past the point of impact, effectively extending the weapon's reach. This affects basic attacks, Whirlwind, Mighty Blow, and Scythe. There is nothing... It's about glaives. There's nothing sexier than a 10-foot melee radius. It's just, you know, I just think that it's, I think that's, hot girl shit. Battle synergy. Yes! Fenris' DPS. Oh, fuck. Alright, cool. I don't love that. It's not my favorite thing to see. Cool. Demons! Love that. Okay, well, let's not. I don't think so, no.
Spirits to do his fighting for him. Daenerys, can you hear me? Your pets cannot stop us.
Why is his voice, initial caps, like that? I am weak! Listen, I am but a simple woman. I hear a nice voice and I must simp. You do, I think, get penalized. I don't think in whether or not you can romance someone, but in kind of how things turn out. Oh shit, alright, cool, cool, cool. I don't love that for me, personally. I think you get penalized in other ways if you have something that's too near the middle. If someone set off a trap. Yes, I did play Mass Effect. In fact, I finished on stream my my most recent playthrough. Yeah, you can probably guess who I romance in Mass Effect. I am nothing if not predictable.
Grab something sharp and pointy.
Of course it's Garrus. It's Garrus. How could it not be Garrus? Not that there aren't a lot of great choices, to be honest. Like, honestly, with Mass Effect, I'm kind of spoiled for choice on that one. Let's do that. I understand that Garrus romancers, okay, it's not as much of a basic bitch choice as Liara, whom I love, but come on, that's the basic bitch choice. Garrus is number 2, and I get that. I understand. I admit it. Sure, but also, I can fix him. As we all know, one of my favorite qualities in a fictional man is I can fix him. Oh shit. Alright, well, let's not do that, actually. Let's... Oh shit, hey, bitch. Hey, look at me. Fuck you. Let's do that. Yeah. Hello. Oh my god. Tally is such a darling. And to this day, in fact, I am actually bitter that you can't romance Miranda as FemShep. Because, let's be real, I would. I would quite likely ditch Garrus in an instant for Miranda. Not because I don't love Garrus, but I just... I am a shameless Miranda apologist. I just love her so much, is the thing. Hey, Varric, you want to get that chest for me? Thanks, buddy.
That's not really my thing.
Oh, are you serious? Then what am I keeping you around for? Varric! Picking locks, yeah. Okay, how about now? Huh? Oh, let's give you a chameleon's breath. That's pretty cool. Hi, Fenris. Hi, Fenris. Would you like some extra strength? We're gonna give you actually also dexterity and willpower. Yeah. Carver is gonna get more constitution because we're tanking Carver up a little bit here. Congratulations. In the absence of Aveline, we are now gonna... Ooh. Tremor. Rally. Yeah, let's do that one. How about now?
You want me to do what? I don't think
so.
Die in a fire. I mean, I would never say that. Not to Varric. Okay. Do I need to save? No.
That should do it.
Nope. Whoops. Oh, shit, an arcane horror. Oh, I don't love that. That's not my favorite. No, why'd you? No. No, 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 no. Oh, hey, 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 fucker. Hey, 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 hey. That is... Stop! That's not nice!
Gone. I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer.
You look
I assume Daenerys
so
left
good, covered in
valuables
blood.
behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
Congratulations on your bug. I'll take all of this. Love to loot a Magister's mansion. Cool, 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 cool. Right, now we need to loot the arcane horror. And now we have to go get my man. So Fenris. So Fenris. How do you feel about shitty beer?
I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt
Gonna
me
need a
every
little
time.
less edge on this.
Plague burned into my flesh and
Oh,
my soul.
that's fine. Thanks for
And
hanging
now
out.
I find myself in the company of yet another mage.
Thanks for stopping
saw
by.
you
It was good to
casting
see you. I
spells
hope you enjoyed
inside.
what you were able to see
I
of
should
it.
have realized sooner what
I
you
will
really
see you
Tell
sometime
me,
soon, I'm
what manner
sure.
of mage are
Go
you? What is it that you seek?
go get some rest. Hope you have a good night. Is there a good answer? Let's go with this.
You have an issue with mages?
I have an issue with magic and those who
See
are
you
careless
later.
with it.
That's
If
fair.
you have a problem with my sister, you have a problem with me.
Hell yeah,
I
Carver.
imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize.
I know how you
for
can make
nothing
it up
further from the
make it up
truth.
to me. Plant one right
I
here.
did not find Daenerys, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
You didn't seem all that thrilled with me a moment ago.
You are not Daenerys. Whether you are anything like him remains to be seen.
Dreamy sigh. Yeah.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Daenerys wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Yup. Now the problem is that I want to keep Anders in the party, but nah. Anders can stay out of the party for now. Don't worry, I'll have plenty of time. No, Fenris! Fenris, no! Don't worry. I'll win you over yet. Slavery in the Tevinter Imperium. Cool. Alright, here we go. Slavery still thrives in Thedas, even if the trade has been outlawed. Who hasn't heard the tales of poverty-stricken elves lured into ships by the prospect of well-paying jobs in Antiva, only to find themselves clapped in leg irons once at sea? And humans fall prey to this too. If they're lucky, they end up in Orlais, which has only servants. Most nobles treat them decently because they're afraid of admitting the truth. Orlesians go to great lengths to maintain the fiction that slavery is illegal. Of course, the greatest consumer of slave labor is the Tevinter Imperium, which would surely crumble if not for the endless supply of slaves from all over the continent. There they are meat, chattel. They are beaten, used as fodder in the endless war against the Kunari, and even serve as components in dark magic rituals. From Sister Petrine. Have we got Fenris with us? Yes, we do! Alright, what do we got? What do we got on our plate? Let's see what we got. Oh, find Fenris! Oh, I can talk to Fenris. Okay. Oh. Gonna need to save before I do this. In case I do a bad job at conversation, which is entirely possible. So Fenris, how are you doing?
Grigio Pavali.
Fuck yeah!
6 bottles in
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just drank a full bottle.
Used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
I can't imagine why they would be put off.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should.
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You could have offered me a glass first, you know.
There's more, if you're really interested.
Perish the thought. How else would you redecorate the walls?
I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there.
Fenris loves Hawk's shitty sense of humor.
You never wanted to return to Ferelden.
I've started a life here.
And that's it. You leave it behind so easily.
I lost my sister to the Blight.
And now she no longer matters to you? I apologize. Your life is your own. It simply sounds very familiar.
You've been on the run a long time, then.
3 years now. Daenerys has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings.
Bruno Black.
Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you.
Oh, do you think I have substance?
I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
Huh.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
Oh, okay. Alright. Cool.
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress. Fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn aside.
Sounds like a tough situation.
I'm not made of glass. I should thank
I
you
may have
again
fucked
for
up this
helping me against
conversation.
the hunters.
Yes, you should.
Had I known Ansel would find me a woman so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
You think I'm capable?
You sound like you're about to ask for a loan.
Well, this mansion does require some upkeep.
Oh,
Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
Sir, are you flirting back? Anyway. He doesn't need a master. He's, in fact, very adamant that he won't, but Daenerys is very keen on getting him back. He is very much trying to be his own man. In fact, he's like, listen, he needs to finish things with Daenerys so that he can kill Daenerys and not ever have to worry about him because he's being hunted down because he was a slave who escaped, and they weren't so keen on that. So he's like, great, come try to hunt me down so I can fucking murder you. And you know what? I think that's a noble endeavor. And I will help him without hesitation. Oh my god, do you have to be like this? Hey, you wanna come over here? You wanna... Great.
Never a shortage of idiots who think they can take the streets in the dark, but good reward in getting rid of them.
That is true. And so far, that does seem to be what's happening. Denarius is hiring people to go after him. But presumably, the goal is that he'll eventually have caused so much trouble that Denarius will come after him personally.
We're under attack. What a surprise.
Hey, stop. Nope. Good. There we go. At a certain point, hopefully, if we kill everyone that Denarius sends, he'll run out of people to send. Disused passage. Interesting. Sure, why not? I don't remember what's down here. That's the docks. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. So the coterie is trying to kill me. Cool. Don't know that I love that. Let's just make sure that I don't miss anything down here. Oh shit, it's a corpse. Alright, is there any way out? Hello? Hello? Can I leave? Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh shit. Oh!
Here we go.
Well, let's... Well... More coterie! Alright. We're not having a great time here. Kill this asshole. Right? And to be...
surprise here for us.
Oh, shit. And to be fair, I did use mods to improve the graphics a little bit. But, hello, Bonnie Len. What's up, my dude?
You all right? Want the best? Take it from the worst. Then sell to specialists like you. Always willing to give a discount to the people who save my skin.
Okay. What can I buy? Sell all junk. So, like, nothing good. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, no, like, considering, it looks remarkably good. Alright, well, this is not the way out, but there is a room over here. Oh, no. Half-braid Silsum's remains. The remains of the outlaw Half-braid Silsum. An elven highwayman who apparently escaped a little too well. No doubt someone among the Dalish remembers him. Oh, okay. Cool. So we're going to need to tell the Dalish about that. Okay. Good to know. How do I get out? Oh, down this way. Okay. Oh, fuck! Oh my god, are you serious? Oh, it's the Flint Mercenary Company. Just the bitches I needed to see. Alright, cool. So. Okay. Varric.
Not likely.
Varric. Alright, that's fine. So we've handled Flint Company here. Is there anything else? You know what? I should probably just check and see. Welsh accents, man. Nothing like them. Gonna have to, go there before too long. Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? What's up?
Bugger off.
Okay. I just came to say hi. Asshole.
Well, at least it's not boring.
Just trying to be nice. Oh, wow, okay.
Now you fall.
Oh, alright.
How about you?
Oh, there's another. Alright. Oh. Peer pressure. Directions to the Redwater Teeth base. Keep your eyes inland. We got a new home here in the docks, but Leech don't want no one to spoil it till we're in too deep to dig out. You know how he deals with people who try to take what's his. Here's this route. Don't overuse it. Alright, cool. I mean, fair, I guess. Let's go take out a gang. I mean, I was gonna go do other things, but, they've so obligingly told us where to go. Oh, hey, bud. No, that's not nice. I mean, something hips don't lie. Hawk some.
Dangerous threat, Hawk. You do get results, don't you?
She's, a very eye-catching woman. A very striking woman, in that she'll strike you with a stick. I love Hawk. She sure does walk like that. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, this is that one warehouse map. Yeah. Hey, do you want to not do that, actually? Do you want to not do that? Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Alright! Okay! Guess my, Okay, guess that wasn't on.
I could do this in my sleep.
You fucker. How dare you attack my sister like that?
It's too much.
Yeah, I know. Use an injury kit from your inventory. Injuries also heal automatically when you return to Hawk's house. You know, I don't plan on going home quite yet, so let's use an injury kit. Great. I mean, maybe. I didn't in the past, but it's entirely possible. Now, things like this are often trapped, so let's send Varric through first. Nope, that's not. Okay, that's fine. Oh, nope, that's a door. Oh, shit! Okay. Alright.
Let's finish this.
Oh, what? Who? What? Oh, there. You said it. Nothing ever is easy, huh, Fenris?
I'll deal with it. Get back. Let's finish this.
I have not learned my lesson. I have not yet turned on immortality for Hawk, but that's fine. It's all good. Let's just make sure that I've looted everything in the place. There we go. Do I need all the loot? No. But also, yes. I do very much need all the loot. Am I gonna step on a trap up here? Probably.
I knew this would happen.
Okay, well there's that. Great. Great and good. For all that for an empty room. Okay, that's fine. I'm not bitter or anything. Okay, alright, cool. Let's get the fuck out of here. Ooh, those textures are not... That's not great. Okay.
Good job in there. In fact, get rid of any other groups like that, and I'll be at the Hanged Man with some toys as reward. Courtesy of some interested friends.
I never meet anyone normal.
Do you want to meet anyone normal, Hawk? Normal seems boring. Alright. Well, that was fun. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna leave. Where are we off to next? What are we... So there's nothing else in Kirkwall at night. What do we got in the day? A ton of shit. Okay. And obviously the Black Emporium. And then we've got just like a lot of shit on Sundermount. Oh yeah, like a lot of shit on Sundermount. Okay. Okay, well... We're gonna go back home. Just gonna double check that there's nothing else I need to do here.
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left. But no one was ever going to live up to her.
Sounds very familiar. Sounds very Carver.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of the wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. I got some good tips on trade in Kunari cheeses. And, you know, a man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. The beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
So, the best way to make Daddy love you was to steal his money?
I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was... Leandra, I'm not looking for love, but at least I got the money.
I mean, I get it. Hey, that sucks. Like, that's really rough. Yeah. A fair amount of it,
I'm with you, sister. For now.
Thanks, I guess.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
The estate is yours. Why are we still here?
Technically, the house is now property of the Viscount, since its owner died without an heir. If we went there now, we would just be squatters. But if the Viscount acknowledges our rights, we can get back more than the house. We can get back our name.
Your mother's dead.
Oh, that's not a funny option.
When I was a girl, your grandmother was the
I wanted a
young,
joke.
beautiful, noble mother all my friends wished they had. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all 3 of you. Oh, Bethany. She was such a sweet little girl. Never cried.
Oh boy.
Just looked at you with those big eyes.
Bethany would want you to move on, Mother. Be happy about what we have.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
At least you're past the it's all your fault thing.
I'm sorry, love. I was distraught. I never really believed that. It's just... I miss her. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Bethany, but with luck, I can at least give us a home.
Well, that's something. Is there anything? Oh, that's a thing.
One scrubbing brush, never used.
Ooh. Okay. Can I do dog?
I'm with you, sister.
No.
For now.
Doggy.
He wasn't
Puppy.
like this in Lothering.
Puppy.
I think he misses the open fields.
Come on. Let's play fetch the invisible ball.
He just needs to get out more. Don't you, boy?
But if he's with us, who'd keep Gamlen's debt collectors away?
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
I love this
Gamlen,
dog.
honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
Oh no, it escaped. I can name the dog. What's the dog's name? What do I name the dog? What do I name the dog? What do I name the dog? It can't be Teacup because that was the warden's dog. What is this new dog? What do I call the dog? This is upsetting. Dingus.
screens off, Dingus. It's 9:30 p.m.
Well, that's true. It could be Bark Spawn, but again, it's kind of the Warden's dog. What's a good dog name? Oh, wait, shit. There's an entire Ferelden, like, oh, who's... Where are my codex entries when I need them? What was the name of the dude with, like, the fucking, the werewolves? Spike. Was it Hafter? I'm not up on my Ferelden legends. We could go Tolkien. I mean, that's not that uncommon. Oh shit! No, that Hafter isn't. You know what? I am gonna call it Hafter. That's the name of the Mabari in the book The Calling. Yeah. I knew that was a dog name thing. Okay. Now the question is, yeah, Carver. We're gonna go with Carver. It is daytime now. I should stop playing. But let's just go collect some quests. Hubert.
Stop looking at me.
What's your issue now, little hawk?
Don't call... Just don't, all right? You're looking for fodder for your stories.
Do you think you're that interesting?
I have enough trouble being overshadowed as it is. I don't need to get caught under an imaginary me, too.
Don't you worry. I'm not in the business.
Phone mom never wins.
Stories.
Citizens of Kirkwall, my dear wife Ninette has gone missing. I shall reward the person who returns her safely. Questions about the bounty or Ninette? Come speak to me in the Hightown Market. From Ghislaine de Carrick. Oh boy. That sure is a quest. Hi, Hubert.
You're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me.
This bitch.
You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Serves me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Of course. Who else would be pathetic enough?
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers
Sure.
are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed.
I mean...
That is why I hire Fereldans. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Okay.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
Yeah, he is.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous, if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition.
Sure.
The pit is mostly harmless.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year.
So what I'm hearing is you're not paying your workers.
Any map will show it.
What I'm hearing is you're not paying your workers adequately, Hubert. This bitch. Absolutely appallingly Orlesian. Disgustingly Orlesian. Make sure that I'm not missing any upgrades.
The best outside of Orzammar. One soda.
Oh, there's a backpack. I'll take that.
Could use a new pair of boots, yes?
Alright, let's go talk to this asshole.
I offer a bounty for the return of my wife. What do you mean you can't help me?
This
More
is a
fucking
domestic
Orlesians.
matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
You should pay someone else. Well, like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
See?
I can't imagine why she might run away.
Yes, my wife and I don't get along. But that's not the important
Man's got
thing.
jokes.
Her family is getting suspicious. They think
God,
I
that
might
reminds me though. I was noting it in the conversation with Fenris. Oh.
Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
What?
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting.
Huh?
They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
Looking particularly handsome there today, Fenris. Just wanted to say that.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. Pah! She's just trying to show me I am tied
That's
to
so
her purse
Orlesian.
strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men. Huh? And makes no secret of
I
it.
can't imagine why. You're such a charmer.
Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it,
This bitch.
they would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
Wasn't always like
Sup?
this. We were in love.
Yeah, yeah, this bitch!
Sometimes I wonder if I dreamed those.
I love how that's just the instant reaction. Oh yeah, this bitch.
It's that bitch.
Yep. When did you
How long
last
has
see
your
her?
wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried
Oh,
at first.
a month.
She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
No, fuck
You
off.
don't even care if your wife's alive or dead. I'm not helping you.
Fuck off.
So, you leave her to die?
No, I'll
Just
look
to
for her, but
spite
not for
me?
you.
If you reconsider, talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose.
Okay.
Yes, Ninette visited Horse.
Okay, and what of it?
Her flowers. To our home! And you wonder why I
Hmm.
hate her.
This is some slut-shaming nonsense. Oh, got friendship. That's not ominous at all. The first sacrifice has been updated. Yikey. Cool. Seems not great. I will pay the woman not to go back to him. Not that I'd have to. Alright, through these. I don't need anything from you guys. Nanette sounds like an absolute saint. Oh, barrel. Swap. Hey, Fenris. So I hear you have a job for me.
Well, I just lost a sovereign. Didn't think you'd stoop to our kind again.
I'm not gonna kill Nanette.
Or are you not too proud to make some coin?
Pride usually hasn't been my downfall.
Since you stormed off, we don't have anyone who can quite work your magic, if you know what I mean. I sent some men to fence a bit of cargo down at the docks. Haven't seen them since. I'd pay good silver for the safe return of them, or the goods.
Is this anyone I know?
When you left, we had to take on New Ferelden. Volunteers. Lad named Price was leading them.
Interesting.
No one of your caliber.
Okay. I'll do it.
Consider it a deal.
Good. Go to the docks tonight. My boy Price was supposed to meet our buyers from the Carta there. Maybe you can find out what happened.
Oh, great. Carver!
Kirkwall is so dull.
I don't have time for the blooming rose right now. Athenril looks fantastic. There's matcha and there's Okay, yeah, let's get those quests and then I think. Oh, but the matcha no. Melee, stop. You'll be here all night.
A leg of ham, daisies for the front hall, and oh, what am I missing?
Ooh, a cherrim. Yeah, I want that. Okay, cool.
Have you seen him? Please, can you help me? My brother.
Don't worry. Helping people and killing people are what I'm best at.
I hope there will
That's
be
usually the
a
reaction to
woman,
Hawk, yeah.
Sarah. Karen was always
No,
so
that
devout.
I will need to kill people.
So idealistic.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
He was
I will.
so proud when the Templars accepted him.
Ooh.
I pleaded with him
Cringe.
not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen.
Cringe.
He heard dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Merrick.
Yeah, because they suck.
And now my brother is gone.
So you think the Templars, what, killed and ate your brother?
Maker forbid. I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Alright.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance. In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
Okay, cool. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they
I already want to punch this guy.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important, job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city. I'd like you to retrieve the fugitive and hand him over to the guard.
It's baffling. No one knows.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Alright.
I'll take the job.
You better pay me.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
I already hate you. Alright, well...
Vivian will be devastated if I don't find Taffy.
I'm so sorry for Vivian. Alright, cool. I have to...
Welcome to the Hightown Market.
Okay, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna actually, we're gonna go to the Hanged Man. We're gonna actually go to the Hanged Man because I'm gonna pick that up there now. Okay, we're gonna get a cutscene first. Okay, that's fine. Is it time? Is it time?
You owe us, Isabella.
Well, Lucky, I'll tell you what.
She...
Since the information you gave me was worth nothing.
I am looking.
That's what I'll pay you.
Ma'am.
Me and my boys will get our money's worth, bitch.
Oh, you poor sweet thing.
She's such a badass.
Tell me, Lucky, is this worth dying for?
What?
I didn't think so.
I was just gonna pass through the room and I walked out and she's out there breasting boobily and I'm like, yeah! Stop. Yeah, you've gotta stop and watch Isabella, exactly! I am stopping there though. Oh. Right?
That's so funny. Like, literally right as that scene was happening.
We'll come back to Isabella next time. I mean, that's the most accurate description. Oh man, good times, good times. So the very first time I played Dragon Age 2, I started up and I was like, oh, Anders! I loved seeing you in Awakening. I'm definitely gonna romance you. And I started like all of the flirt options and all of that. And then Isabella appeared and I was like, Anders who? Who, excuse me, who? What? So the very first time I played this, I did romance Isabella. And then the second time I played it, I romanced Fenris, and I haven't looked back. At some point, I will want to romance the others, but, how? How? How can I, when he's right there? Anyway. So, I'm having such a good time. I'm having such a good time. Just, there's something about Fenris. It's the I can fix him. If that were true, I'd be going for Anders. Listen, let's be real. Everyone in this game except Meryl is I can fix them. It's the voice. Let's be real, it's the voice. Also, the whole like, hey, listen, I have got initial caps issues, but I'm gonna go deal with them on my own, like an adult. That's like, oh, okay, all right. I do appreciate that. It's very cool. Leaves me high and dry for 3 years, but it's fine. It's fine. They're so good. All of the romances are so good. Anyway. So I guess next week, next Tuesday, I'm going to pick up with the Isabella recruitment. And then we'll go on and do everything else. But I need to get Isabella first. That'll be fun. There's never a bad time in this game. I don't think there's ever a time in this game that I look at what I'm doing and I look at what my options are here and I'm like, ugh. Well, this is all boring. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, I get that in Origins and I get that in Inquisition, but I don't think it ever happens in Dragon Age 2. I love all of it. The Bone Pit is a bit tedious, I will admit. The Bone Pit is tedious, but I still have fun. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, I don't have much else to say. I'm thriving. I'm having a great time. This is what I've been looking for. This is everything. This is everything to me. My crops are thriving. My skin is clear. All of that nonsense. Okay, well, I mean, I even went on little Codex rants. I am gonna try, because we're like in the middle of Act 1 right now. I am gonna try and get shit together over the next week and try to get the PowerPoint together about what the blights are. About like what's the whole sitch with the blights, but I do have to reread all of Last Flight, which is gonna take me a little bit of time. But I'm gonna try. We may be getting another PowerPoint in the near future, which will be fun, just to kind of like go over past blights. What's the vibe? Why is everyone scared of them? Why are they so devastating to the world? Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a fantastic time. But I don't know if that'll be next Tuesday. It might be, or it might be the Tuesday after. Either way, I want to do it before I get to the Deep Roads expedition. I want to do it while we're still in Act 1. Because the focus is going to shift after Act 1. And at that point, I'm going to want to, like, start talking about other things. We're in Act 1. We're still thinking about the recent blight in Ferelden. We're headed to the Deep Roads where there's going to be all this Darkspawn shit. This is the time